Um, a moment or two, please. Right, so this is group 5, and I need to, what do I need to do? I need to hope this doesn't run out of battery before the end of the presentation. Right. When you're ready, tell me, you start and I'll follow.
Yeah, okay. Hi everyone, we're group 5, my name is Mohammed, Ngozi, Ashok and Preeta. Today we are going to talk about obviously driverless car, but the company that we chose is the AA PLC company, and the part that we want to talk about is the breakdown cover. The outline that we're going to cover. The presentation today will be divided into 2 parts. First is the one that the current situation of the company, and then we're going to talk about how we want him to be, and each part they should work on it. First, we're going to go through the company, and then position, processes, and the path, effects on driverless cars, and then innovation leadership, and how to organize innovation, and how to search for it. At the end, we'll come up with the networks that they should join.
Good evening to all. The Automobile Association was founded in 1905 to help motorists avoid speed traps. The Motor Car Act 1903 was introduced to new codes for breaking the speed limit, fines for speeding and other driving offences. By 1906, the Automobile Association had erected thousands of roadside danger and managed road signage in the early 1930s. By 1939, the Automobile Association membership had grown to a third of all cars then on the UK roads. In 1949, saw the launch of a nighttime breakdown in London only, before extending nationally, and then the Automobile Association Insurance Brokerage Service Limited, started in 1967, is currently the UK's largest motor insurance company. And then finally, Automobile Association Relay was also introduced in 1973, a service that will deliver a broken down vehicle, luggage and trailer to anywhere in Britain. Thank you.
Okay, possession. They have a market share of 40% in their core business, which is breakdown cover, and with their revenue of £973 million, and this was for year 2013, and they have about 8,000 employees. For today that I'm talking, they have 16 million customers in the United Kingdom. They've been here over 100 years. They brought the culture, so everyone trusts them, and they say that we are the most trusted brand in the UK. Just a quick story, like years ago when you had a sticker of AA on your car, which shows that you're a member of them. If anyone from the AA company saw you on the street, they would salute you, and just easy. So it's like everyone knows what is AA. So, and the other important part of the position of the company is the B2B, the business-to-business partners that they have. They have partnership with financial institutions. They have partnership with car dealers and car manufacturers as well, which helps them to be in the competition and to be the leader in the breakdown cover. And assets. This is the complementary assets that they have. The most important part is the road planning, which about 100 million clicks per year. They have 100 million clicks on their website because of the roads planner that they have, and they use this technology to connect to the customers, to connect to their employees, and also to connect to their partners.
Good evening to talk. This is the process of AA company. First one is the 90% of direct breakdown services, and second one is the partners of business, and third one is learning. In AA process, and AA branded portals attend to approximately 90% of their breakdown vehicles customers directly, and networks to third party graduates the remaining 10% of during the peak demand periods. And AA company has 3,000 branded vehicles which are strategically placed around the UK. Takes approximately 45 minutes to park them to get to you from the time of your call. And second one is the partners of practice. The partners of practice and learning is incremental from learn and understanding the needs of their customers. They have been able to create product service plans which has made them more efficient in the practice. For example, we will be that from learning from the needs of customers and breakdown services, they are being able to be carry car parts, batteries, tires and other motor parts along with them. Then they are called for rescue, and this has seen them solving most of the customers' problems at the roadsides. And next one.
Part of the strategic parts that they have in AA company is growing their B2B, their partnership, to further integrate it. Right now in the United Kingdom, AA has short-term cover that they give to cars that are being bought in the United Kingdom, and they have 70% of those new cars come with AA partnership. So what they want to do in their strategic alliance is to make sure that they have this partnership, build a relationship whereby they can tell their customers the benefits of extending the cover once the one that was given to them free of charge is expired, is taken out. That way, they'll be able to get more customers if they can properly let them know what the benefits are. They'll be able to get more customers into their company. Another part that the company has chosen, because they are listed in the London Stock Exchange market, their shares are there, so they want to harness the energy of their staffs. But what they've done by taking advantage of making sure that their staff have shares in the company, that gives the staffs like a sense of belonging, like I own this company. That's going to bring like their performance ability, their innovation skills to say, this is my company, I'm a part of this company. I want to bring in ideas that will move this company forward, because if the company is moving forward, they themselves are moving forward. So that's a strategic part that they've set to do. Another strategic part that is an alternative strategic part that they are following is capturing opportunities through their brand. They have a very trusted brand in the United Kingdom. Some of you know AA so well that sometimes when you go into a garage that AA didn't bring your vehicle to, you just see AA certified. Hospitality-wise, you see AA certified. People build this trust with AA that it's becoming a household name. AA call themselves the most trusted brand in the United Kingdom and in Ireland, where they currently work. What they want to achieve with this is they want to liaise more with their manufacturers that, with their brand name. That way, what they want to do is to make sure they're involved in the car industry, capturing the market by selling cars through AA. They want to come to a point, you want to buy Toyota, instead of to go to Toyota directly to buy or a dealer to buy, you're coming to AA because you know that when you buy this car from AA, you have value for after service, after you bought the car. That's part of your strategic part. Next.
All right. When the driverless cars come to the market, it will affect different companies, different services differently. But why we chose AA company and why particularly the breakdown cover? The reason is that when these cars come, it will affect the company 100% negatively. Why? Because for now, as you all know, when you go to get insurance, get a cover, anything, they will ask, how old are you? How long have you been driving? Show me your driving license, see your experiences, your conviction records. So by these new cars, there is no one who's driving it, so there's no need to ask them. So this will significantly lower the insurance and breakdown cover rate. So now what is the problem? They need a fresh policy. They need a fresh policy from scratch. So they need to make money again and to be in market, for example, another 100 years. So they need to come up with an innovation within their company to change their thinking of people with these new cars.
We've chosen the path for AA to go for innovation leadership. Largely, the driverless cars that's coming is a blue ocean market. Nobody has the driverless car yet. Nobody's using the driverless car yet. So nobody knows. So the market is pretty open for anybody that is innovative to get into the market. So we've chosen for them to be leaders in the market. One of the reasons why we think that they should go as leaders into the market is because if AA gets into the market first, they were able to put some things in places that will restrict new entrants. Part of what they could do in that aspect is to make sure that they have patents and partnership with manufacturers, business to business. Let me give you an example. If presently they currently have a partnership with Toyota, but with the driverless car, if they push it forward more to have with other companies and to strengthen the relationship with car companies, they can secure their geographical location which they operate in, United Kingdom and the island. How do they do that? By signing alliances and partnerships to say, within the period of this time, company, I want to be, my brand is trusted, they are bringing something to the table. I have 16 million database. So it's a trade-off. I'm giving you and you're giving me. I have 16 million on my database. If I say AA is Toyota certified, 16 million people, some of them are willing to buy, the ones that really trust me. So I want to secure an alliance, a partnership with you for the next 10 or 20 years that will make my geographical area secure. Anything that happens to driverless cars, breakdown, whatever it is, that will make us the what do you call it? The ones that people will come to. So if you have a Toyota car, you go to AA, you don't go to any other place. That way they have like a barrier to secure new entrants, or before the followers can come in later, they'll see that they have done most of these things. Another thing that it can do is to secure their market share, because right now in breakdown cover they have 40%. It can secure and even increase it further. Then again, I talked about their geographic location that they already operate in, so they can further secure that. Switching cost, they could put something in place that will make it difficult for their members when followers come in, because whether you like it or not, there will be companies who have the financial ability to come into the market, but when they come, you would have moved further than them, because you've learned from your learning curve, number one, and then switching cost of your customers moving from your company to another company. You can secure some things in a way that it's going to be expensive for them to switch, so they'll just rather stay with you, and then at that point they can earn pioneering profits from it. Next thing we're going to talk about is how should the firm organize for innovation. We've brought about different ways that we think it's appropriate or okay for them to strategize for innovation. First of all, high involvement. They're already getting their staffs, to buy into the company shares. So we put in place a strategy where they can further enhance the value from their staff by tapping into their ideas. Every human being has an idea. Every human being has something to give, especially when you're recruiting the right people into your company. You know that they have something in them to give, but you have to harness it as a company. One of the strategies that we've put in place for them to be able to harness it is by coming out with appraisal system. This kind of appraisal system that we're proposing is nothing to do with, oh, I perform better. It has nothing to do with performance. The appraisal system we're appraising should have everything to do with competence. In what manner? For example, these are my employees. This is a team that I'm working with, and we are brainstorming on this thing. The ones that are able to say, wait a minute, I don't think we should go this way. The ones that are always saying, how do you think we should go? So it's a competences-based appraisal system instead of a performance-based appraisal system. Because if it's performance, you can hit your target, you can do this. That will keep the company, but it's not going to innovate for the company. When you're going towards innovation, it's something that will keep us thinking. I think we should go here. What do you think? If we do this, what's going to happen? Employees who is going to bring so much power, energy into the company, and through the appraisal system, they'll be able to do that. They can run project teams, put different teams in charge of different projects depending on what they are working on at the time. Another way is develop an environment of trust. When a team has done so much, they've come up with a tangible idea, it's appropriate for them to have the ability to explore these ideas. When it can trust you that if I come up with this idea, you will look at it, you will analyze it, and you can take advantage of it. They will come up with even better ideas, whether or not the ideas get to the market, but you give them an environment of trust to make sure that they can do what they want to do. Again, we want to look at how they will be searching for this innovation, because it's a blue ocean, like I said before. Nobody's been there before. Nobody knows the reaction of the customers. Nobody knows what the customers will. Will they buy into this or will they buy into that? They would use feature and forecasting. Thinking, exploring, making scenarios. What if, what happens when, thinking of the future basically. Futures, then externally submitted ideas. They can have forums where they can say, okay, we want you people to submit your ideas, the best ideas wins, stuff like that, put in place, getting ideas from outside into the company. Because at this point, what you want to be doing is, what you want to be doing is get as much information as you can. The other one is accessing external and technical community, professors, people who are technical in work, people in the Silicon Valley, like AB company that produces sensors. You want to get technical people involved in your process of searching for innovation. I want them to go radically. I want them to co-evolve, throw their nets wide, get as much information as they can get from the search of innovation. Then mobilize multiple channels, of course, open innovation, internet, as much as they can as possible. Then communities of practice. My colleague will further tell us more about this when he's talking about sources of innovation, how they can source for innovation. They are the same thing, but he's just going further.
Now we're going to talk about the sources of innovation. So the first thing and most important thing here is extending external connection. The AA company, we think that needs to be open. They need to have partnership with other companies and to have information from outside in, and to be in this changing environment and to be ready for this future, which is driverless car. The next one is exploring multiple futures, which we think that they need to know what will be the future, how they can face that changes in the future, and how they can manage to be leader in the situation that driverless cars come. And we know that web is one of the most important aspects of every businesses today. And using the power of internet is very important for AA, as they currently have one of the important things they have is the route planner that they use. So they will keep using it. What we think that they need to expand it to connect with the customers. Not only customers, they need to connect with other partners, with their employees and other players. So prop and learn. They don't know what will be the future exactly. They can just guess. But what they know now is that they can examine what are they doing right now. So they will learn from it, and then they know how to face the future. Also, they can set units, corporate venturing. They can set units to find innovation. This is very interesting. For example, Nokia is now looking for new businesses, not in their own. They are looking for other businesses, and they are investing on those businesses to find innovation. And also mobilizing the mainstream and using brokers and reach. There is William Gibson says that future is already here, but it's just unevenly distributed. So we have the information, we just need to connect them, to reach them. So it's very important to just see how the informations connect to each other. And also at the end, create a diverse team and diverse workforce, and also gathering ideas. Now we explained everything. So how they organize networks. We said that they use open networks. What we think they should do is that they should expand on their communities of practice, because they need to get the benefits from collective efficiency and collective learning. And But this is not enough for this company when driverless cars come to the market. We are suggesting two main networks, two main types of networks for them. The first one is supply chain. Why? As we all know that driverless cars are totally different. They have different sensors, they have cameras on it, it's completely different style. So they need to find engineers that are familiar with that particular product. They need to find sensor technology company suppliers and also electrical stakeholder network. So they need to find them and partner and make partnership with them. And the other one is new technology development consortium. So what this means is what is a driverless car is completely different technology, a new technology. So they need to be familiar. Why? Because when you call them, so my car is crashed. It's not only the hardware and the physics of the car, it's software as well. So they need to be familiar. So they need to ask Google how the system works, and they need to be very careful with it.
In conclusion, I'll just read something to us. I want to conclude by saying it's not enough for us to throw our nets out. It's not enough for us to look for ideas from here and there, trying to get ideas to make sure this company works. There's one thing that's important with all the information that we will gather. That is what we call absorptive capacity. The ability for us to take the learnings that we've learned, the information we've gathered, and to change it to have commercial gain. It's not enough to get, but we need to get commercial gain from it by the time the cars come into play. We're going to be talking more about the commercial gains when we come to our next presentation in 2 weeks. Thank you very much.
Okay, well let me sort of take you on with that last point. How are the things that you are doing going to add together to build that absorptive capacity? I mean, can we just go back 2 or 3 slides, please? To, not that one, that's a slide before that, actually. All right, when we're talking about what's going on here. Okay, fine. I can see a lot of things on that slide that I recognise, which is good. But why do you think that adds up to what makes those things relevant to the particular circumstances that we have here? Why is radical innovation better than incremental in this particular case?
Okay, basically, why I think they need to go radical is in order for them to co-evolve, because they have no idea about what the future is going to be. The best way to do is to throw your net as wide as possible. The more things you can catch, the more information you can get together, the more you'll be able to fish out and find out what you want from it. That's the more. You don't know what's going to happen, so you already have different kind of information to react to the market that's going to come. But if you focus on one part, what if you focus on incremental innovation? Okay, I want to wait for the cars to come, and then when they come, then I begin to learn from it. You will not be a market leader. Someone else is going to come into the market before you, and it's going to be hard for you to get into the market, because like I said, if you're a market leader, it's going to be difficult for other people to enter, because every market leader wants to secure their entrance into the market.
But about 4 or 5 slides before that, you did talk very, one of your team was talking very convincingly about this vast reservoir of trust that they have built up. Now, in those circumstances, can they not afford to see other people make the discoveries, make the mistakes, and then come in with the trusted product that people are going to buy? In other words, isn't a second mover strategy actually more logical for somebody with this particular set of capabilities?
Okay, I'll just answer that question.
Please.
The reason I don't think it's okay for you to just wait, and that's the sure point. Every company will actually be incremental at some point, will go incremental innovation at some point, because you may gather all this information and it may not work for you, so you fall back to being incremental. Instead of you to just wait and sit down for you to find out what the reaction of customers is when it comes, I think it's better for them to go for it, and if they go for it and they can turn into commercial gain, right? But But if they can, they still have their trust, their brand position to be able to get into the market later on. But I think it's better for you to go first and go for the later if plan A doesn't work. Than for you as a business, you can't risk everything. You have to share your risk in a way that if it goes like this, I'm well prepared. If it goes like this, I have my brand position in the market.
But this is a company whose most persuasive innovation so far has been route planning technology. Now, I'm not dissing route planning technology, but it's not actually core to their product. Now, what we're looking at here is some way in which you have to revamp your existing core service to deal with an evolving marketplace. Now, you're right, of course, that the future is very uncertain, but you're also surely one of the things they've got in their favour is that not all the cars out there are going to lose their drivers overnight. No, we are not, I'm not going to be abandoning my Fiat the moment that the first driverless car comes out, even though I hate driving. So, in the meantime, the AA has still got time, has it not, to go with a more gradualist approach, to see the sort of the disruptors come and then go, and then to take the best of their ideas and come up with something which works, combined with the trust that the AA offers.
Let me answer the question again.
Okay.
For that particular question, you have in an organization different alternatives to go, your alternative strategy. I will not, as a company, be looking at individuals who will not get into driverless cars. AA has big, huge customers that are like company, organization, fleets, and organizations can make a decision in one day. The part of the service that they will harness is their core service, which is breakdown services. Now, the reason we said they will go into consortium with other organizations like people that produce sensors, camera, is to actually understand how those work. They will still be in the breakdown market, but at that point, if there are major customers like the ones that have, big contracts with them, decide companies, they have fleets of companies, they take care of all their cars, decide to switch all their product to driverless car for whatever reason, you are still ready because you already now know how to use sensors, how to fix camera. You are still in your core business, which is breakdown services, but repairing and fixing or taking out cars that are coming, because you can't say a percentage of customers will turn into driverless and a percentage of customers, clearly they have that core competence. If they continue in the market, as if the change doesn't happen radically, they're still there in the market.
Okay, Angie, I'm going to stop you. You have made your point, and you're running out of time. Okay, thanks very much. Okay. Last but not least.